My birthday is in 6 days, and by all means that should make me happy and excited, and I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to feel when your birthday is coming up. I know people usually feel excited, but beyond that, I don't know, because I don't usually get excited for my birthdays. There have been very few birthdays that I can remember, and very few that I was excited for. And as I get older, when my birthday is coming up, I just feel depressed and an overwhelming sense of panic and anxiety. I know that birthdays can be hard for people with mental illnesses, and they're certainly really hard for me, but it's really hard to verbalize why exactly. I'm not even sure I understand why. I've been kind of contemplating for the past couple days, past couple weeks, and I can't figure it out. I can figure out little parts of it, but it just feels like there's something missing from the explanation of what the heck's going on. Why do I not feel excited? Why do I feel so panicked and anxious? I know that part of it is feeling like I haven't achieved enough or done enough or impacted enough people, and logically I know that I have achieved things and that I have impacted people. I mean, this year I moved across the entire United States of America by myself, and I bought a car, and I learned how to skateboard, and I taught myself how to play guitar, and I have had a full-time job and pay rent every month and car insurance every month. And I went paddleboarding for the first time and got a new tattoo, and I made new friends, and I taught myself how to parallel park, and I learned how to drive in the snow. But none of those feel substantial, and none of those feel good enough. I still feel like I haven't done anything with my life. And again, logically, I know that I've achieved things. I just listed things that I've achieved, things that I've done. But I still feel worthless and like I've wasted my time. And I know that it's unrealistic to do something new every single day. And even if I did that, I still might feel like this. And I know that part of my issue is that I compare myself to other people, and I'm really bad about doing that, and it's been really bad recently. And I tell you all that, you know, experience is subjective, and you can't compare yourself to other people because you are not them, and everyone is different, and it's okay to be different, and it's good to be different. And just because you're not good at something or not as good at something as someone else doesn't make you worth anything less. It doesn't change your value, but that's easier said than done to apply it to yourself. And recently I've been having a really, really hard time applying that to myself. I just look at other people and I think, wow, they're so much better at playing guitar than I am, or they're such a good singer and I feel like I'm not a good singer, or their art style is so cool, I wish I could draw like that. And I keep being told, you know, practice makes perfect, you just gotta keep practicing. It took them so many years of practice, but I want to be good at it now. And I know that's not how it works, but that adds to my feeling of feeling worthless and feeling like it's really hard for me to be proud of things that I do, and having a hard time feeling like I don't achieve anything, or the things that I do achieve aren't good enough. And every year, my birthday is a reminder that I'm aging. That's the whole purpose of a birthday. But it's not a good thing for me because, again, I feel like I haven't achieved enough for my age. And I know that that's a load of crap because what 18-year-old moves across the country by themselves? But it doesn't help. That knowledge doesn't help. I still don't feel good enough. And I know that that's a personal issue and that's something that I need to work on, but again, easier said than done. Another part of why birthdays are hard for me is because I never thought that I would make it this far. When I was in middle school, I thought that I was going to kill myself. Every day I thought, this is the day. This is the day that it all ends. So I never thought ahead to being 16 or 17 or 18 or 19 or 20 or any of the other ages. I never thought ahead, so now I'm here and I made it, and what am I supposed to do? What the hell am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? I don't know where to go from here. And I know that that's normal to feel that way, but I think that it's worse because I thought that I was going to kill myself. I literally did not think that I was going to be alive here on this earth at this age. And that's just another reason why I should be happy on my birthday. Like, wow, look at me, I made it. I made it this far. I did it, but I don't feel like that for whatever reason. I just feel this overwhelming sense of panic. What am I supposed to be doing? I also almost always end up feeling selfish and greedy on my birthdays because it's a whole day that's supposed to be about me, and people give me things and I'm bad at receiving presents. Don't get me wrong, I love presents. I love getting presents, especially when they're like personalized, because it makes me feel like people care about me. But it's also difficult because I feel greedy and selfish. Like, if I enjoy getting presents, then I'm selfish or greedy, which is not how that works. And again, logically, I know that that's not how that works, but it's hard to put that knowledge into practice, I guess. I really hate feeling selfish. And I remember that there were times when I was a kid that I was told that I was being selfish, and that just destroyed me more than being told that I was ugly or stupid or insert various insults here. Being told that I was selfish was one of the things that hurt me the most, because I don't want to be a selfish person. I don't feel like I'm a selfish person most of the time. And now, of course, I know that it's okay to be selfish sometimes, because sometimes you really do have to put yourself first, and you do have to take care of yourself first. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have a negative connotation with the word selfish now, and getting gifts can bring out that thought in me of, oh, I'm being selfish. I can't accept anything that people are trying to give me. I also never feel like my birthdays match my age, if that makes any sense. Like, this year I feel like I should be turning 23, not 19. I feel older than I am, and that might have to do with having DID, I don't know, but I just feel like I should be 23, not 19. Within the folds of having DID, there are different aspects that can affect birthdays. For example, different alters can have different birthdays. I know, like, Multiplicity and me, all of the alters in their system have specific birthdays. In our case, that's not a thing. We don't have specific birthdays in our system except me. I just identify with the body's birthday. But different alters can have different ages and different birthdays, and I'm sure that doesn't help with feeling older than I am. It can also be hard to remember birthdays. I can only think of a couple birthdays off the top of my head. That might have to do with having DID, with dissociative amnesia, or other people fronting and experiencing birthdays, but I can only remember a few, and that also makes birthdays hard because I don't have that reference of what it's supposed to be like when you're a little kid and you're so excited to have a birthday. I don't really remember that, so I don't have that comparison. Everything to do with birthdays just feels confusing and chaotic and panic-inducing. I'm definitely going to be talking to our therapist tomorrow about this, because I don't really know how to verbalize what I'm feeling. Like, I just talked for 15 minutes, but I don't feel like I expressed correctly what's going through my head. Maybe he can provide some insight on why birthdays are so difficult. But I guess that's it for this clip. and I will record more another day and hopefully have more insight by then and be able to explain better why birthdays are so hard. So it's 5 days until my birthday. I just got off of the phone with our therapist, and we talked to him about lots of things, but one of those things was my birthday anxiety, and he gave me a little bit of insight. He agreed with all of the things that I told him, which was essentially the stuff that I said yesterday. But he also said that part of my problem is that I'm so hard on myself, but I also have a hard time receiving love from others, so I feel kind of called out by that. He said part of the reason why I feel like I haven't achieved enough is because I'm so hard on myself all the time, and why I feel so like selfish and greedy when I have a birthday and I'm like getting attention and stuff is because I have a hard time receiving love or attention from others when it's not in my control, which is accurate. I definitely agree with that. I do think that I like to have control. I'm kind of a control freak, I can admit that, but I never thought about that in the context of my birthday or like receiving presents or attention, but yeah, it makes sense. I still feel like there's more to it though. I just don't know what it is. I have no idea. I just feel like there's one puzzle piece missing of why I hate birthdays so much. Maybe we'll discover it on my birthday or a couple days before. We'll see. My birthday is tomorrow, and I am still in a state of panic. I also had 2 more thoughts I wanted to share about it. So I know a lot of people have birthday anxiety or birthday blues because it's a reminder of the passage of time, that they're getting closer to death. For me, that's not it. That's not part of it. I personally am not afraid of dying. Honestly, we don't really know when we're gonna die. You could die before you get old, so that doesn't really mean anything to me. But I do think part of it is also fear of being disappointed, in the sense of like being forgotten or rejected. Because I've had birthdays or a birthday where no one showed up, and I'm always worried that that'll happen again. Not that I'm like having birthday parties, just I'm worried that people will forget that it's my birthday and I will feel unloved because of that. And that feels like a rejection, like having no one wish you happy birthday or no one knowing that it's your birthday. Because it's nice to be recognized. So I guess I'm scared that that'll happen again and then I'll be disappointed. And also I realized today that this is the first birthday that I will have that's not with my family, because I moved across the country. Yeah, this will be the first birthday that I haven't spent with my parents and my sisters, so that's a big change and feels like there's something missing because of that, and I think that might be part of the birthday blues feeling that I'm having. And I think the anxiety is more to do with the stuff that I explained in the other clips. I did get myself some roses today because it is National Red Rose Day, but also my birthday's tomorrow, so I thought it would be nice to have roses and treat myself. Beautiful roses. I'm trying not to have expectations for my birthday, because when you have expectations, especially high expectations, that's when you get disappointed and that's when you get let down. So I'm trying really hard to have no expectations for it and just, go with the flow. But that's hard for me to do, so we'll see. Oh my god, 3 minutes.
It's okay.
I hate it.
If you start crying, I'm not going to start judging.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna cry. Probably just go numb or start laughing hysterically, even though I do not think this is funny. I will sit here and enjoy being 18 for the last 3 minutes of it. Because in 3 minutes, I will no longer be 18, I will be 19.
It's really scary. Hang on a second, let me focus.
That is scary.
Okay. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's gonna change is a number.
Yeah, nothing dramatic is gonna happen.
Yeah.
this feels like dread. It's like doom.
Yeah. Impending doom.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oh my god. I can't.
It looks like it's staring
This
at
is
you.
supposed to be a good thing. Birthdays are supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, 30 seconds and I will be 19. Maybe I will cry.
That's okay.
Oh my god.
I might cry too.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh my god. This should not be a big deal.
It's okay.
But it is. I've achieved so many things. I'm 19. Oh my god. 19.
Yeah.
My heart's beating really hard. I'm 19. Now I'm just dissociating.
How do you feel now that you're 19? Oh my god, you're 19.
Anxious. I panic. The panic set in.
Yeah.
Well, it is almost midnight of June 13th. And I'm 19 now, and it was a good birthday. I started off the day pretty depressed and anxious, not gonna lie. And I've been anxious throughout the day, but I did have a good day. I wasn't really like disappointed. I didn't feel rejected or anything like that, which is stuff that I was worried about. I got lots of nice presents from people that I really appreciated. I did some archery. I watched a show that I like, and then I hung out with my cousin and a friend, and we like went to the mall, and then we had dinner and watched a movie, and it was a lot of fun. It was nice to be able to just kind of do regular things and not feel like there was a lot of expectation or anything like that, but still feel special and like have a good time. The anxiety is not gone or magically fixed, but there was not anything like big or scary that happened, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Everything's fine. Happy birthday to me, and I'm proud of myself for making it through the day and making it this far in life, making it 19 years, which feels like so many, and at the same time barely any at all. It's kind of weird. I have made it through a lot. I've survived a lot, and I wasn't alone in that. But right now this is about me. But I've survived a lot, I've made it through a lot, and I'm a really strong person, and I'm really proud of myself, and that's something that I don't admit to myself or like let myself say or think about enough. I made it 19 years. Good job, me. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope it brought you some insight or made you feel like you were a little less alone if you also deal with birthday anxiety or birthday blues. You're definitely not alone. Thank you all for your support and your love, and I just want you all to know that I love you as well. Bye, everybody.